What's up, comic peeps? Detroit Madman, back from a long day at Stocktoncon. Made the long road trip down to Stockton, California, and was pleasantly surprised at how big the Comic Con was down there at the Stockton Arena. So many comic dealers, so many great deals on 50-cent boxes, dollar boxes. Some dealers had, 20 boxes of dollar comics. Multiple. Like, you wouldn't even believe how many dealers had dollar boxes and 50-cent boxes and 3 for $5 boxes and $5 boxes, Silver Age $5 boxes. They had everything. I couldn't believe it. So I did a little bit of 50 cents dredging. I did a little bit of dollar dredging. Met a couple cool dealers. Met a couple real cocky dealers. It's amazing the personalities you deal with in this hobby. And then met some cool people down there. Talked a lot of comics with some strangers, and that was pretty fun. I'll show you what I got. A couple of interesting things, a couple of books I think I got a deal on, and then a whole bunch of Silver and Bronze Age stuff to fill some runs. And the price was right, man. Felt real good about myself on the way back, so I hit the comic shop that I did yesterday, hit that again, 40% off sale, and did a little more digging in there. Massive cluster F over there of back issues, and I think you'll be surprised at that little mini haul in itself. It wasn't that many books, but it had a little bang for the buck. So first off, check this out. I got this for $5, and it is a 6-issue mini series. And when I say mini, I'm just saying mini because of the size. They're little small pocket digest size reprint comics for all the big Silver Age Marvel stuff. Each one of these little digests has inks and pencils, no color inside, black and white. But this one's got Avengers number 1, 2, and 3, and you got X-Men number 1, 2, and 3. You got Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3. Hulk number 1, 2, 3, and then this is pretty cool. You've got the Amazing Fantasy 15 and the first 5 issues of Spider-Man. Just an oddity. I don't know where these originated from. They are advertisements for Marvel inside. Visit marvel.com, blah, blah, blah. So, at first when I saw them, I was like, oh, someone printed some shit up and they're going to get in trouble for selling it. But no, it looks like it's legit from Marvel. It has all the copyrights and everything inside. So, that was cool. That's worth $5. I'm going to go through this stack right here. This is $11 worth of 50-cent books that I got. So just remember, these are all 50 cents. I got this Catwoman number 21 because I saw it in one of my hardcover books. I don't know why I got this. It's Amazing Spider-Man 37 collector item classic. I have no idea. I saw this was a 3-issue miniseries, kind of like a soft comic-sized trade. I don't know. It's got the first 3 issues of some Spider-Man Evil That Men Do story with Black Hat, and then it has a portion of issue 4 in it as well. I looked through it, and there's some okay art, and then there's a lot of crappy art in it too. Stories by Kevin Smith, so 50 cents. Grab some Peter Parker Spider-Man black costume for my black costume collection. I don't know if I have 1 or 2 of these already, but the price was right. So got 118, 121, and 113. I just got this because awesome Joker cover. Batman 451, 50 cents. Indiana Jones, The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones number 1. Why not? Web of Spider-Man 100. Full far out 90s. Oh, look at that costume, that's crazy. Iron Man 288 with the shiny cover. Iron Man 300 with this shiny cover. See a trend here? Superman with the chromium cover. Issue 82. This is Superman 75. I don't know much about this. It has a bunch of stuff inside of it. I don't know if it's posters or what. I didn't bust it open yet. 50 cents. White bag Superman comic, 50 cents. I'm not sure what issue that is. Oh, wait. Say on the back. 64-page Adventures of Superman. Number 500 with removable translucent cover. Bloodline trading card featuring 4 new Supermen. I had these back in the day. I think I have one of these already. I'm pretty sure I have one, and I have one open. Batman and Robin Adventures number 9. I got a few of these issues because of the girls on the cover. I really like the animated girls, the way they draw them is cool. Here's issue 16. And then Gotham Adventures number 4. I like that cover. Next up, never saw this before. Recognized the name from the movie, obviously. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This is part 1 and 2. This is like almost like a mini graphic novel. It's thick, and I haven't opened it up yet, but it's a $5.95 cover price, and it's Alan Moore's story. And then I picked up a few EC comic reprints: Weird Science, Haunt of Fear, and a shock suspense story. So that was pretty cool. Next up, I'll do the dollar comics. Now, there was some pretty cool dollar boxes out there. A few of these comics are from one dealer, a few of them are from another dealer, and then the majority of these, which I want to say, 26 of these, inside part. He's an African-American dealer with his son. They have a ton of great books. They have a horseshoe-shaped, and I've got a picture here of his booth. A ton of great key issues. He's got a horseshoe-shaped booth, massive amount of dollar boxes that are packed with stuff. You'll see what I pulled. And then he's got key issues up on the wall. And then he's got $5 Silver Age, $2 to $3 Silver Age boxes. And then he has, against the back wall, the inside part of the U of the horseshoe shape, he's got 2 short boxes deep, about 6 or 8 wide of all key issues. And the 2 on the left side are just amazing. I mean, every comic in there for both short boxes blew me away. But he's a little pricey. I mean, he sold a Deadpool 98, issue 98 New Mutants when I was there. Put it on hold for a guy for $400. He had a couple of them. I couldn't tell the condition. The other guy was looking at it. So, at any rate, I got this Batgirl variant cover for $1. Concrete number 1 for $1. A bunch of Preacher issues. It's 24, 30. And I picked these up because I've never seen this comic before. And literally everybody's told me I got to read this. So, this is issue 36, 37, 39, 40, 42, 54, 55, 57. And then found this in there. Amazing condition. Picked up that Justice Europe yesterday for $1. And then here I find Justice League number 1. Look at the condition. It's barely off-white at all. I got that for $1. And I'm finding some Ninja Turtles, guys. Issue number 13 for $1. This is number 1 of something for $1 of the Ninja Turtles. I thought it was a pretty cool cover. It's probably some reprint, or maybe it's a later issue or a secondary series or something. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me what that is. Definitely worth $1. Spawn number 2. I just pulled that Spawn number 1 for $1 from Half Price Books last week. And now I got a number 2 to go with it. And these were all from that dealer. This is one of my favorite Spider-Man covers. Swipe with Action 1. And then, so I got this for $1, which I already have a real high grade one of these, but I'll probably give this one to my brother. And then right behind it was a Supergirl Action Comic number. It's Action Comics, actually, 685. And check that out. That's awesome. So I got these 2 Wonder Woman comics for $1 each, and he actually didn't mean to have these in there initially, but he had them on a stack of comics and they dropped. So very minute. I don't know if you can see it there. There's a ding on the corner, just inside the corner. And he's a really great dealer. He's a really honest dealer. And this one got a little crease on the thing when he dropped them on the corner. So he put them in there. You know, I don't know. They're definitely worth more than $1 to me. I love these covers, these Perez covers. And if they didn't have those little 2 issues right there, I mean, you can see the condition of these. They're unbelievable. So happy to have those. I don't know much about this one, but it was a #1, so I think I might have one of these. I think I might have got one of these at Half Price Books on one of the hauls. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It looked familiar to me, but I've seen so many comics inside of other people's hauls too that a lot of stuff that looks familiar. But so I got those for $1 each. Then I found some Catwoman's. Love the covers on these. #2. There's like 60 different issues of this, but these are the ones that really stood out to me. #2, #4. It's crazy. #50 is a pretty cool artwork. And look at #63. How awesome is that, huh? That Joker. A dollar well spent right there. And this was my favorite one. #65. She's got the Joker face on. Check out the ha ha ha. That's just awesome. Even the flower is doing a face. That's ridiculous. I love this. I'm going to actually if I do my room with the comic wall, I'm going to put this up on one of the shelves because this is awesome looking comic right here for $1. And then there was about 20 of these in there. All these different shiny covers. But I grabbed one of the Superman ones. There was maybe 5 or 6 different issues. And then maybe 4 or 5 copies of each. So he must have been banking on it and it just didn't work out. So that was pretty cool. Found another Spawn issue 8. This is my 3rd copy, but I just can't pass it up. That cover is just so amazing. I found 2 copies of this. I've already got 2 copies, so I'll probably gift some of these away or use them for trade if anybody wants them. But they're really high grade, really nice looking books. He had $8 on them originally, which I mean these things probably never went for $8, or if they did, it was when it first came out. I got this for $1. He had about 4 or 5 copies of each of this. I thought that was kind of cool. I've seen this in other videos before. So if you're out there and you're looking for this, you can hopefully track it down in his booth. This War Machine #1. I like the cover of that one. Looks really cool. Definitely worth $1. He had $6 on it. Marked down to 2 and then eventually in the dollar bin. Like the look of this one. This is a Mighty Thor #400. And then right behind that, there was issue 450 and it's pretty similar. Those are oversized. Those are like maybe supersized double issues. And then this was from a different dealer. These last 3 books were from another guy who had some older DC. And if you go into the convention center or into the Stockton Arena and you walk straight forward to the A1 Comics booth, hang a left, you'll pass a big dealer from the Bay Area, the Cocky guys, and then right past him there's a guy that has like 16 $1 boxes, and that's where I got these. There's some more stuff in there too, but I like the cover on these. Action Comics, I don't know if they're worth anything, but Action Comics 436, pretty cool cover. Action Comics 425, I just thought it was pretty interesting. It's got some kids on a stoop with their mother leaning over the window and Superman flying off. I thought that was pretty cool. And then this one is just what is this one? Oh, it's Superman Action Comic #600. It's a little faded. It's not very vibrant cover. It's an 80-page giant. So that was my $1 haul, guys. Not bad. Not bad at all. So next up, I'm going to show you an $80 haul. This was from one dealer. 2 ladies. The husband wasn't there when I was there, but very nice ladies. They are on the convention floor. When you walk in, take a right, and they're halfway down on the right side in the first aisle. And 2 older women, maybe in their mid to late 50s, and they wear aprons. They've got aprons. It's a toy booth. I wasn't even expecting comics at this booth, and it was just they even have like Nintendo games and all kinds of toys and stuff. And their comics are actually in the back left corner of their booth. There's 8 short boxes, and it's all Silver Age stuff. So sticker-wise, I bought some real crunchy ones to begin with. I'm going to show you here, just reader stuff. So that was this one was marked $4. Obviously, it's tore to hell, but inside's really good, and it's got Ditko. It's got a Ditko Doctor Strange story in there that looks awesome. The main story of this is Ben Grimm or the Thing. He's in some kind of road race in the desert or something. It's pretty crazy, and the artwork on the Thing is so weird. And the artist on this was Dick Ayers. So pretty interesting. Like I was saying, the total sticker price of all the comics I got came up to be $155, I think. And she gave me all this for $80. Here's another crunchy one I got, but this comic was amazing. The artwork inside. Oh, well, I was attracted right away to with the female covers. I love them, and I looked through this book, and this is one of the best penciled Batman Silver Age comics that I got a whole bunch, man. And this one, when I looked through, was just awesome. I loved the artwork inside. It was done so well. And the case of the Purloin Pearl. This is pretty insane. Just awesome, awesome pencils and color. So, yeah, I mean, these are crunchy comics, and obviously in really poor shape to start off with here. But you know, she had like $2 on that one, which I'm gonna get all day. And then this Thor was a $4 sticker price, and has just amazing Jack Kirby stuff in it. And this is another one of those comics that, yeah, the cover's in bad shape, but look, once you get into this book and you start fingering around in it and feel this paper, and you know, it's not bad intact. It's just a pleasure to have these reader copies that I can just feel free to roam through and read. And I thought it had a awesome Stan soapbox that I never read before in the back, so I thought that was cool. It does have an Inhuman story in the back as well, so I was stoked about that. My next crunchy copy was Fantasy Masterpieces #1. And this is, I think it's got 5 Golden Age Kirby stories in it. Just so sick. Look at this stuff. God, that's awesome. That had a $4 price tag on it. Then this had a $2 price tag on it. It's just a crunchy copy of Luke Cage, Power Man, issue number 17. I thought that was pretty interesting. It has in the mail section and then the soapbox section, I thought for a minute it had a Marvel value stamp, but it's actually a phony one. It's the Hulk though, so I don't think that's part of the actual Marvel stamp set. But when I see those 20 centers, I always check. So that was pretty cool. And then from there, we got into better condition comics, and like I said, man, their prices were already amazing. $6 on this Batman, issue number 211. The bags on these are all wrinkled, so it makes the books look worse than they are. And once I get these transferred over to new bags, these are going to look so amazing. Check this out. Batman 204. They had $8 on that one. Batman 207. Awesome cover. There's a decent condition comic under all this wrinkles, man, I'm telling you. And they had $6 on that one. Green Lantern number 37. Really cool looking cover. They had $6 on that one. Oh, I was happy to see this. Milestone Edition, Doctor Strange, reprint of Strange Tales 110, 11, 14, and 15. One of the issues I needed for my Milestone Edition. Next up, I found Iron Man number 81. It was priced at $3. Yeah, so I love the cover on this one. Really good action cover. Shellhead versus Firebrand. That's great. Cool. Then this Fantastic Four, issue 104. This issue has, I believe it's Magneto on there. That's crazy. Is that Magneto? Looks like Magneto. I don't know. It says the Conqueror down at the bottom. But he's got some, he's got Chicky Poo locked up, so they had 6 on that one. And then check this out. This is how I saw this comic when I first came across it. I looked at it, I was like, what is wrong with this, man? They had $10 on it. I've had this on my want list. I said, man, this bag is so decrepit that you can't even see what this comic looks like. So, yeah, I got a feeling this is going to be worth $10. And then lo and behold, look at this. That's something else. That is a beautiful detective number 436. I was so stoked to see that. When I got that bag off of it, man, oh man, did that look beautiful. So happy about that. And then, so next up, you know, I got to this booth that I was, you know, telling you about here late, completely late. It was the last booth I went to, almost pretty much on the way out after being there several hours. And you could tell the boxes, they had great prices, so those boxes have been picked through. I don't think they were completely drained because, you know, I just showed you some of the stuff I found that I liked. But like I said, it didn't look like they were comic dealers. They were all about the toys, video games, Blu-rays, Legos, you name it. Their booth looked like that, not like comics. It was like an oasis of comics in the back. So when I got to the A's, I went backwards. You know, I started it in the back and made my way left, and I got to the A's last. And then I hit this run of Avengers and checked my list I had with me real quick, and I was like, wow, let's see what I can do some damage on these. So I got this one. It's Avengers number 68. Just an awesome cover. They have this at $12. I love that one. So 68, 69. They had it at $8. And they had, these are their Mylars. These are all in Mylars. These are the 4 mils, I believe, the real thick ones. So issue 69, really cool, featuring Kang the Conqueror. Issue 72, featuring Scorpio. They had this one at $8. Really cool. Look at that, guys. Issue 73. Look at the Panther. How awesome. Sons of the Serpent Strike. I had $8 on that one. Issue 77. Another awesome cover. For Hire, the Avengers. That's phenomenal. Issue 78. And I got to tell you, this comic looks like it was printed yesterday. And I don't know if you're going to be able to get that from this video, but how awesome condition this comic is in. And how vibrant. And they had $12 on it. I couldn't believe it. It's like one of those moments when you're going, man, I'm just onto something great here. And I'm pulling this stuff out thinking, you know, I'm paying close to whatever these stickers are for sure. Next up, $8 on that one. I love this cover. It's Avengers 82. Has a guest appearance from Daredevil. Avengers Assemble. Look at that, guys. Does it get better than that on an Avengers cover? That's issue 82. So they had $8 on that one. Next up, issue 84. This is a galactic cover with Thor, Vision. They had $8 on that one. And then last but not least, Captain Marvel appearance. Avengers 91. Just beautiful. The color on all these books is better than I can expect. Took that whole stack up there. Like I was saying, it was like 154 total sticker, and she took 80. So that was $80. All right, next up. These are single issues I bought throughout the con at different dealers. First up, I'm so happy to find this. I've struck out everywhere I looked for Airboy issue number 2. I picked up issue 3 this past week. Issue 1 was just a complete trip. So I can't wait to continue the story. It's so far-fetched and outrageous. And then this was a Image Expo exclusive variant. I believe it's the same cover that's on the second issue. I'm not sure. It just doesn't have... It just has that... Whatever Image Expo is, that's where it's from. So the guy charged me $6 for that. I paid it, no problem. Next up, I got this... the next few books are from a guy who had... actually, it's from the dealer I told you about. And I got this out of their $5 Silver Age boxes. I got this Daredevil issue number 63. That was awesome. I love that cover. Then I got Daredevil issue number 29. And it's called Unmasked. It's got some browning, obviously. You can see the amount of browning based on the backboard. But it's all there. No problems with staples, anything like that. Next up, got this Tales to Astonish number 81. Just love that cover with the Hulk. So big and bold on there. Yeah, that's a cool one. I'm getting a few Tales to Astonish now, man. I might have about 20, 25 issues total. So I'm happy about that. I never thought, in 4 or 5 months I'd have that many issues in that run. Next up, you probably saw this in Mercenaut's video. It's Marvel's Blip magazine. This one's from February '83. It's a video game edition, and it's a comic, and inside it has a story about like Mario and Donkey Kong. So I think Mercenaut said that it was the first appearance of those characters in comics. This was in the $5 box that I got from those dealers, so decent condition. I grabbed it. And next up, so a guy has this on his wall for $25, and I mean, this is one of the ones I wanted for my huge milestone run. I'm like, I love that book, but 25 is insane for it. I mean, literally, I've had it in my cart, I think, on eBay for $7. So, and he's like, well, if you know anything about this, you'll know that these silver covers from Marvel are impossible to get in high grade. He goes, this one's immaculate. He goes, they have spine problems, they have scratches, they have printing problems. This one doesn't have any defects on it whatsoever. It warrants $25. And so I was like, okay, I'm not paying $25 for it, but thank you. Anyways, I'm walking away, and he goes, okay, how about 10? And I turned around, and I was like, this is a wall book. I'm looking at it, I'm going, I was like, okay, he's trying to be cool. I don't want to pay $10 for it. I absolutely don't want to pay $10 for it. So I'm like, how about $7? And it's $2 more than I want to pay. And he looked at his wife or his girlfriend or whatever, and he's like, how about $8? And I was like, really? So I got it for $8. And it's probably up. Would have probably found it cheaper, but from what he said, and I guess I looked over my other milestone editions when I got home, and there might be some truth to what he said. This is a pretty flawless copy, front and back. There's not a defect at all on the cover. So at any rate, there's another one for my milestone collection. Next up, these 3 books I got for $10. Just flawless copies. So guy had a $5 box. Was it $5 or $3? No, it was $5 box, but you could get 3 for $10. There's some good stuff in there. These I pulled out. I thought they were immaculate. Obviously, I love this comic. I've got 3 copies now. This one here, I just saw in a haul video in the last 2 days. This one's mint, super mint. And so is this one. I saw this in a video yesterday, I believe. It's the Frank Miller cover. There's 1 tick on the spine on this. And these are really nice. So I thought that was a complete awesome pick up all 3 of those for $10. I mean, is that good? It's got to be good. I paid $7 before for that alone. So, yeah, I think that's cool. All right, next up, more $5 fun. This is a really nice condition copy of Justice League of America number 61. There's tons of $5 boxes there. There's tons of $1 boxes. I was loving life, so I found this one in there. The cover, obviously, look at it. I mean, it's half villain, half hero. How can you not like that? This one, paid a little bit more for this, I will admit. But the cover, oh my god. Definitely love this book. You got Supergirl and Batgirl hiding behind a fence or whatever they're doing there. And Batman and Superman are fixing a flat tire. I thought that was really good. I love that Silver Age look of the girls. I mean, those are drawn so well. It looked to me like a Neil Adams. I didn't research it. It looked to me like a Neil Adams cover. I could be wrong. But I had to get that. That was like, I saw it, I had to get it. And then next up, again, and this is, you'll see a duplicate here, but from another guy who had $5 box, or 5 for $20. I got these 5 Fantastic Four issues. It's issue 113 in really nice shape. Issue 102 with Namor has a little smudging up at the top. Issue 97, Monster from the Lost Lagoon, pretty decent. issue 107. I love this cover with the Thing. So these were all $4 each. And then a duplicate of 104. So I got 2 copies of this today. Both of them are in really nice shape. This one, the white, is I mean, it's unbelievable how white and bright the colors are on this book. So I jumped on that one. Even though I had one already, I jumped on that because of the condition. And then next up, and I might have overpaid for this, but I'd never seen it before. Apologize about the glare. I don't know what to do here to get it off, but this is, it's called The Tower of Shadows. It's issue number 5. I literally have never heard of this before, so I don't know anything about it, but I thought the cover art on it was just insane. So I picked it up. And that was $5. And then next up, another dealer. This is one of the first dealers. This is probably the first book I bought today. He just has like 6 long boxes of comics, and it says 50% off of sticker. And so I got this one for $4. It's Avengers number 44. I love the action on the cover. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on there, and that's tight. This next book, I actually paid $10 for. I paid sticker on this one, and yeah, I thought it was pretty tight. I love that cover. Avengers number 49. Look at that. God, the glare is just killing me. I'm down to the good stuff here, and I can't get a good picture of it for you guys, but as you can see, really nice condition on this book. I love that one. This one here, these were from another dealer, and a completely different dealer. I don't know what I paid for this. He had it marked 10. I might have paid 10 or I might have paid 5. I honestly can't remember. But the cover, it's Iron Man number 11, and the cover is awesome. I just had to get that with the Mandarin. And I needed it. I mean, I had my list with me. I definitely needed all this stuff. 2 more books left from the Comic-Con. This is funny. They had $15 on this book, and it's crispy. I was looking for this book at multiple dealers, and then I came across a dad and his daughter, and he said they just found this book yesterday in her room, in her closet, and she was there, and they had $15 on it. And this is the comic I've been looking for. It's Godzilla number 24, and if you know the significance of this comic, you already know. But the condition's really bad. Like, the cover's crunchy and so textured, like you couldn't even press this if you tried. It's got so many little grooves and dents in it. But I didn't want it for the cover, although I do like the cover. I'll probably look for a better condition, one of these, obviously. But, you know, the first thing I did was leaf through it to make sure it had what I wanted in it, and there's a reason I wanted this. So, so this is the conclusion to the story where Godzilla takes on the Avengers in Manhattan, and you'll see the Empire State Building predominantly in most of these pages while they're going through the city. And I love the artwork. This is the pencils on this were done by Herb Trimpe. So, you know, you already know it's classic, but look at this. So you got Empire State Building. He's heading for it. He's going to destroy it. And the Avengers want to protect the Empire State Building, but look at this. This is one of my all-time favorite panels in comic history. That is a 2-page spread as the centerfold, and look at the action on this. You have the Avengers and Godzilla battling it out at the base of the Empire State Building. There's so much stuff going on in this. I totally love this this centerfold right here. So next up, I got to figure out a way to scan this high resolution and get this poster about as big as that poster, because I want this on my wall. I'd love to have a wall mural painted like that. It'd be so awesome. So yeah, I'm totally stoked about that. This comic, I ended up getting it for $3. He's like, how about 5? I was like, this comic's worth $1 in this condition. I said, you're a dealer, you know that. And then I was like, is this your daughter's book? And he's like, yeah, we found this in her closet. I was like, she was sitting right there. I was like, I'll give you $3. And then he asked her, he said, will you take $3 for it? And she goes, yeah, I'll take $3 for it. I was like, all right. So that was pretty cool. Although he gave me a bunch, I gave him a 20 and he gave me a bunch of change and quarters. God, I had that stuff jingling in my pocket forever. I ended up having to buy some stuff to get rid of it. So this is the highlight of the con for me. For me, this comic right here represents the first comic I ever had as a kid. Bought it on a spinner rack on 8 Mile Road in Detroit from my grandfather in the early 70s. And I probably had a couple different copies of this when I was a kid. Who knows what happened to the original one, but I've always wanted to buy it again when I'd be at cons or whatever. And I have never really seen it on a wall at a shop, but guy had 30 on it. It's in okay shape. I think it's second appearance of the Punisher. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe third appearance, but yeah. So I offered him $20, and I was surprised when he took it. He's like 33% discount. You got it. It's funny too because the guy I got it from is the guy that I bought at the Sacramento Wizard World. I bought my Wolverine limited copies off of, and he totally remembered it. It was funny. So yep, totally stoked about that. But, I was kind of on cloud nine after Stockton. I didn't really expect this much of a haul from there. I came back with a bunch of money in my pocket. I couldn't believe it. I totally expected to spend a few $100s down there, and I didn't. I took $300, and I came back with, I had, I think, like $85 in my pocket when I came back. So, driving home, and the only thing between me and home at some point was another trip just a quick trip to the comic shop I got yesterday's haul at, and I'll show you here today's date. What do we got? Is it going to focus? Yeah, there it is. So we got 8/8, 5/18, 40% off. I bought 13 comics, and here they are. First book I pulled out in the A section. I've been in this A section a million times. I never saw this in there before, but it's a beautiful, beautiful copy of Animal Man #1. And I mean, I had no idea how much this book was worth in mint condition until I pulled it up on eBay while I was standing there. So yeah, I got this for $5. I can't even believe it. Next up, I was in the A's again. I mean, I'm digging through just insane. He's got three long boxes of miscellaneous A. And I found this, $2 on the price tag. It's actually got about 4 stories in it. It's got a Ninja Turtle cover. I forget what year it's from. I think it's 89. I don't know. It's 88. I think it's from 88. So it's pretty cool. I didn't know anything about it. I hit it up on eBay just to make sure that it wasn't just garbage. And I saw people asking $20, $30 for it. So some stuff I overlooked yesterday. These Deadpools marked at $4. So I'm getting these for what, $2.50. Got Merc with a Mouth, issue 6. Got the Deadpool, I don't know what this is, issue 16. It's got the Cyclops cover. I love this one. This one looks cool. Got the Deadpool Merc with the Mouth, #4. All these were $2.50. And then got this Deadpool #17. That one looks cool. And check this out. 2 more beautiful, beautiful issues of Suicide Squad. $2. Unbelievable. And at the show, they had these priced at $100. The first booth I went to. Mine are at least as good as that. And then, so the ones I got last night, I put in new bags. And check this out. How freaking amazing they look. Yeah, these things are unbelievable, guys. And then I even pulled out my my half-price books, Suicide Squad, that I got for $5 at half-price books. And this does have a wrinkle. You'll see it there. It has a bend in it. So that's my ever-growing collection of Suicide Squad #1. And like I said, the first guy I went to, he's selling them for $100. And I said, I got a few of these in as good, if not better condition than the one you have right there. And he said, well, do you want to sell them? And I'm thinking, what do you want? What are you going to offer me for them? But if I get a wild hair up my ass tomorrow to go to Stockton, I'm going to jam over there with them and see what I can get on in trade. Incredible Hulk 114. I completely glossed over this yesterday. Got this for $3. Looks good. Issue 114. The inside of this book is awesome too. I already read it. I just couldn't even believe it, man. I got home with this one, and I've been on a Hulk love fest since pulling that one yesterday, and yeah, this is cool. Next up, this completely for eye appeal. I had to get it. It's Defenders number 61. Just look at this cover with the Hellcat. Just beautiful. I never even recognized this cover. I saw it and I was completely blown away by it. I checked out the condition of this book. I actually paid I pay a couple bucks for it. Just absolutely amazing. Uncovered this one here in the R miscellaneous R section and not the M section. It's Marvel feature number 1. It's a Red Sonja book. I like the cover on it. It's in decent shape. It's like I got it for like $2 or whatever, so not too bad. I saw this. This is a chromium. This rings a bell with me for something I can't remember. It's probably not worth a single thing, but it's a chromium cover gem mint copy of Lady Death from like 1994. And then just par for the course, I found the Marvel Tales copy of my book. So that was a perfect ending to an awesome day. So this video is going to be super long. I'll try to speed it up and hopefully it works. So tell my comic peeps, if you make it to Stockton tomorrow, have a good time. Peace out, Detroit Madman.